Good evening and welcome back to Smoking Pirelli's Racing League. I'm your host Jonesy. Just me, unfortunately, this weekend. We had low numbers, so our co-commentator Stooge will be racing in the league tonight. Let's see if he can put some points on the board for Haas. We might have one or two drivers joining late, so we should, or we possibly could be having 14-15 drivers on the grid. But that's not a problem. We go ahead anyway with the drivers that can't make it, regardless. So, yeah, this evening we've got our regular drivers: Bloodpool, Shizen, Super Calgon, Gromfelt, St. Power, Curly, Cortex, Landscape, Spillage. Those are our obviously main drivers from this league. We have a few reserves tonight in Pisotron. We have PWR Jesper, who a lot of people will be familiar with. He's raced a few times as reserve in this league. Kleppy as well. And Stooge, as you guys all know, he is the co-commentator for this league. Right, let's get into it. So it looks like Kleppy's the first one out at the moment. He's just warming the tyres up before he takes his first lap. Let's have a look at the championship standings to begin with. Before we get into the action, we can have a quick recap. We have so currently Spillage is winning the title race. He's got 165 points. So next to him in second with 118 points is Gromfelt. So he's already got quite a good lead out there in this Drivers' Championship. So he'll be looking to have a good race today and try and earn some more points. In the Constructors, Mercedes are winning the championship so far on 214 points. Both of the drivers in the Mercedes today are reserves, so they'll be trying to look at increasing the advantage for the two Mercedes drivers who are not here today. Ferrari in second with 210, only 4 points behind the leaders Mercedes, and Red Bull in third with 201. So it's quite tight up there. 13 points separating the top three Constructors teams, and we've got McLaren and Haas following quite closely behind. Okay, so we're on the first lap for Kleppy. Let's see how Kleppy can do. Looks like he's struggling a little bit. Oh, he's just gone off track. Hopefully he can keep it. It looks like he's managed to keep the car. That's fine. He's going to go in and grab a new wing. Hopefully he's going to be okay, come back from that and put in a good time after. All the tyres are still not worn into the track. Right, we're going to come away from him. Let Kleppy go about his business. So we've got Cortex on the medium tyre compound. He is currently in sector 2. Looks like he's had a relatively good exit coming out of that long left-hander. He's not tucking in a lot into the inside of the track. That's really where you can pick up a marginal temps. Couple of thousandths there. Let's see how he approaches this chicane. How much of this track is he going to take? He's gone quite wide, however it looks like it's working for him as he drifts the car out wide. It looks like he's going for some more speed, and he comes in with a 132.2. I suspect a lot of drivers will be putting in faster laps here today. Right, who is... Okay, let's jump on board of Landscape, who is currently coming up to finish his sector 2. And Bloodpool moving out of the way for the Landscape. PW Jesper putting in the fastest lap of the race, of the qualifying so far. 30.8 on the medium tyre compound. That's not a bad lap for the medium tyre at all. Kleppy as well coming in with 2 minutes and 4 seconds. That's obviously due to his spinning previously. So we have Landscape coming around the final chicane. He is now on the straight and he has put in a 132.4 on the soft tyre compound. Stooge coming in with a 143.8 and Bloodpool with a 153. So it looks like Bloodpool was on a fast when he allowed that driver through. Super Calcom now in P5 with with a 149.9. Right, let's jump on board with... Yeah, let's jump on board with Pi. We'll see how Pi does, how he approaches this lap. It looks like he's trying to keep it nice and tight to the curb to get a quick release. Looks like he's actually done relatively well on the Sector 1. Coming into the Sector 2 now. He's purpled it there. A little bit aggressive coming into that corner. As you can see, the rear end almost came out on him. But he's managed to keep the car relatively well. Very tight to the curb and the hairpin. He's had a very good exit as well. Let's see what he can do here on coming up to the long left-hander. Let's jump on board with him and see how he approaches this. Does he throw the car around or does he slow down? Yes, he looks like he's throwing the car around and coasting around the corner. He should be a little bit tighter to that curve there. He's going to be losing some tenths here, but utilises the whole track. Getting really close now to the left-hand side of the track, trying to get those few thousandths of a second on his side. Again, going wide now around here, and let's see how he approaches the final chicane. Looks like he's just downshifted a little bit too quickly. However, that doesn't matter. I think he's going to have a really good time here. He stays close to the right hand side of the track, and that has put Pi P2 with a 29.7. And whilst we were watching Pi, Shizen has just gone fastest with a 29.7 as well. That's marginal between the two drivers. Now, St. Power at the moment has not put a time in. However, it looks like he is at the very end of his fast lap. How does he approach this? Is he going? Where is he going to end up? Oh, he's gone off. He's gone. Oh, St. Power is narrowly missing a catastrophic end. That puts him in P11. I'm really sorry, St. Power. You probably would not have wanted us to have captured that for you, but there it is, unfortunately. Plenty of time, still 10 minutes in the session, we can go further. So currently as it stands, every driver has put a lap run now, and at the moment we have Shizen in first with a 129.7 and Pi right hot on his heels with a 29.7 as well. Grunfeld on the medium compound is a 29.9. So he's not far off them as well. Spillage looking to extend his lead in the Drivers' Championship in fourth with a 130 flat on the soft tyre compound. Jesper 30.8 on the medium. Kleppy is 30.9. And we've got Stooge. Oh, hello, Stooge. Oh, Stooge has just absolutely hit that wall with everything. I'm not... Oh, please get off the track, Stooge. Not sure what's happened there, but... As a great Harvey Price once said, what a day. Right, anybody out on the lap? So these boys are not. Stooge is still off track. He's doing some dirt rallying, apparently. Grunfeld, I believe, is coming in. He's on low fuel mode. Let's just jump on board with Stooge. Just see, is he... So his tyres right now are just giving way. See all the dirt and debris that he's managed to pick up along the way. He's just, yeah, just trying to get back into the pits and chuck on some softs. Go for it. So we've got some softs on now for Pi, some new softs. I believe we will actually end up seeing him come out momentarily. I think that is him coming out now, actually. Or is it Landscape? It's one of the two. Shizen as well coming out again. Bloodpool coming out. Cortex. Kleppy. Everybody's changing their tyres now and they're getting ready to come back out. So it looks like it was Landscape. Landscape is the first driver that has coming out. Cortex is out as well. Actually, we'll jump on top of Cortex, as we've not really given him much coverage and we've not really had anything to say about him. So let's Give him his moment of fame. No pressure, Cortex. You've got this. Right, so we've got Cortex going on his fast lap now. Let's see what he can produce. We're going to run on board with him and see how he approaches this corner. Nice and tight. He doesn't want to utilise the whole track. He stays nice and tight into the curb on the inside. Seems to be coasting a lot going through here, just taking it nice, steady and slow. Little bit wide. Again, he's trying to stay nice and tight to the curb. He's gone wide again. It's going to cost him some very valuable temps here, but he's made it through. That's the main thing. Oh, and he's just come off. That's very, very unfortunate. And he has managed to keep the car. He does have debris on the tyres, so he needs to be careful. He does not want to spin this car out. Okay, we're going to jump on board with Clappy, who is behind him. This just seems to be a commentator's curse today. Everybody we give some airtime to seems to be hitting into things or coming off track. Not good. Kleppy is just, that's the problem. If you go over that curb and you apply the throttle, you are going off. That's not ideal there for Kleppy. Let's see how he can finish up his lap though. Let's see if he can improve on this time. Sorry about that, folks. It appears that the lobby setup was done incorrectly. So after the qualifying has concluded, we will be... Yeah, once the qualifying session has concluded, we will be restarting the lobby and rearranging the grid accordingly. So since we've been gone, Pi has gone to P1 with Grunfeld and P2, Spillage pushing up to P3. We're on board right now with Curly to see if Curly can make some positions here. He's currently on a 135.4. Can he get himself 3 to 4 seconds and push himself up the pecking order here? We will have another driver joining with us as well, but Matty Bennett in the Alfa Romeo. He will be starting from back of the grid as he is not... Oh, hold on. He has just joined the session. That puts Curly up to P10. Super Calgon has invalidated. So we have at the moment... Who are we on board? We're on board with Shizm. Shizm seems to really have underfueled his car. Trying to get the absolute most out of the performance. He has purple sector too. Let's see what he will do on the final chicane. Taking that really well. He has cut the corner perfectly. Coming round close to the corner. He has gone P2, 29.3. I think he will be happy with that. Kleppy is currently out on a lap, but I believe he will potentially abort and come back to do another stooge. It's not Stooge's day. Right, so we will be restarting the session. We just need to ensure that we have the... Okay, there we go. Get the screenshots. And on my phone as well. Okay. Right, so we will be with the tyre compounds as well. Stooge and Calgon starting on the mediums, everybody else softs. So it doesn't want to let us